Welcome to our channel. Today, we will tell you about the 10 richest presidents in the history of the United States of America. These leaders not only left their mark on the country, but also amassed huge fortunes. Sit back and let's begin. In 10th place is President Hoover, who was the 31st President of the United States. Herbert Clark Hoover, August 10, 1874, October 20, 1964, was an American politician who served as the President of the United States from 1929 to 1933. Hoover became a partner in the British mining company Buick, Morying and Coaters, which specialized in gold and other minerals. Due to his skills and business acumen, he soon became known as an expert in turning around failed mining ventures. He earned significant commissions for his successful projects, which made him a millionaire before he was 40. Hoover also made money by writing books on mining. One of his most famous works was Principles of Mining, published in 1909. It became a popular guide for mining engineers and investors. In 9th place is President Lyndon Baines Johnson, 1908-1973. He was the 36th President of the United States, serving from 1963 to 1969. He became president following the assassination of John F. Kennedy, under whom he served as vice president. His presidency was marked by significant social reforms and important political events that had a lasting impact on American society and international relations. Lyndon Johnson amassed his wealth by investing in oil companies and media businesses in Texas. His holdings included radio and television stations, which brought him considerable income. In 8th place is President Bill Clinton, full name William Jefferson Clinton, born August 19, 1946, in Hope, Arkansas. He became the 42nd President of the United States, serving from 1993 to 2001. Clinton was the first president born after World War II, and his time in the White House was marked by economic prosperity, political achievements, and scandals that captured the public's attention. Although Clinton was not particularly wealthy when he came to power, his fortune increased significantly after his term ended, thanks to income from books and speaking engagements. In 7th place, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, known as FDR, was the 32nd President of the United States and the only president to serve 4 terms. He served from 1933 to 1945, leading the United States through the Great Depression and World War II. His presidency was one of the most influential in U.S. history, leaving an indelible mark on domestic and international politics. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd president, was an heir to a large fortune through his family's business and real estate investments. His money allowed him to maintain a lavish lifestyle. In 6th place is President James Madison, the 4th President of the United States, served from 1809 to 1817. He is one of the key figures in American history, known as the Father of the Constitution, for his important role in creating the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights. The 4th President of the United States, James Madison, the father of the Constitution, owned vast plantations and was one of the richest men of his time. His wealth was based on land holdings and slavery. In 5th place is President Andrew Jackson, the 7th President of the United States, who served from 1829 to 1837. He became one of the most controversial figures in U.S. history, known as a man of the people, who brought significant changes to American politics, but also left behind a controversial legacy. The 7th President of the United States, Andrew Jackson, was a wealthy landowner and slave owner. His plantations, located in Tennessee, generated significant income. In 4th place, President Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States, was one of the most colorful and influential figures in American history. He served as president from 1901 to 1909 and left a deep mark on politics, reform, and environmentalism. Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States, inherited a large fortune and owned vast lands on Long Island. He was one of the most colorful politicians of his time. In third place, President Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, was one of the most influential figures in the history of the country. He served as president from 1801 to 1809 and played a key role in the creation of the American nation, becoming the author of the Declaration of Independence and an advocate for the expansion of rights and freedoms. The third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, the author of the Declaration of Independence, owned vast land holdings and slaves. His wealth also included the Monticello plantation. In second place is President George Washington, the first President of the United States, considered one of the country's founding fathers and a symbol of American independence and democracy. His leadership during the American Revolution and the early years of the United States laid the foundations of the American nation. The first President of the United States, George Washington, was one of the richest men of his time, thanks to his land holdings and plantations. He also earned income from military service and government positions. At the top of our list is President Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States, served from 2017 to 2021. He has become one of the most controversial and talked about politicians of our time, attracting attention for his unconventional approach to politics, active use of social media, and polarizing influence on American society. The richest president in U.S. history is Donald Trump. Before entering politics, he made his fortune through real estate, hotels, casinos, and television shows. His wealth continues to be the subject of discussion and controversy. Here are the 10 richest presidents in American history. Their destinies, careers, and financial successes have had a huge impact on the country. Write in the comments what you think of these leaders, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss new interesting videos.